If you feel this around someone, get away fast. Often your instincts pick up on things before your mind does. In this video, I'll share 8 warning signs that mean you should distance yourself fast. 1. You feel constantly on edge. If being around someone makes you feel tense, like you're walking on eggshells, that's a red flag. Healthy relationships, whether friendships, romantic or work-related, shouldn't make you feel anxious all the time. Your body might be telling you that something isn't right. Pay attention to that feeling before it becomes overwhelming. Sometimes our intuition senses emotional danger long before logic can explain it. That heavy feeling in your chest or sudden change in mood is your inner warning system. Trust it before the situation drains your peace completely, when your inner calm begins to fade. Every time you are near them, it is your body trying to communicate that something is unsafe emotionally or energetically. Listen to that voice, because ignoring it often leads to emotional burnout and loss of self-trust. 2. You're always second-guessing yourself. Does this person make you doubt your own thoughts, opinions, or even memories? If they constantly twist situations or make you feel like you're the problem, you might be dealing with someone who manipulates and gaslights. When someone makes you question your reality, it's a sign that your mental well-being is at risk over time. This kind of manipulation can weaken your self-trust and cause deep emotional confusion. If you notice that you're apologizing too often or feeling unsure, even when you did nothing wrong, that's not healthy. It's emotional control disguised as care. This mental pattern slowly eats away at your sense of confidence and identity, leaving you dependent on their approval. True connection never demands that you question your sanity or feel guilty for simply existing. The more you try to please such people, the more control they gain over your emotions and clarity. 3. You feel emotionally drained after being around them, after spending time with this person. Do you feel exhausted? Do you feel like they take more than they give? If someone consistently leaves you feeling emotionally wiped out, they might be an energy vampire, someone who thrives on draining others to boost themselves. Protect your peace. Your energy is one of your most valuable resources, and people who drain it without giving back can silently harm your mental and physical health. Pay attention to how you feel after every interaction. If you're always tired or emotionally heavy, it's not a coincidence. It's a warning sign. Emotional exhaustion can be as damaging as physical fatigue. It lowers your motivation, disrupts your sleep, and even weakens your immune system. Being around such people turns your mind into a battlefield where your peace becomes the casualty. Remember that genuine relationships should feel balanced, refreshing, and supportive, not draining. And heavy. 4. Your confidence takes a hit. Does this person subtly or outrightly belittle you? Do they make little digs, jokes at your expense, or compare you to others? If someone makes you feel small, insecure, or unworthy, that's not just your imagination. It's them trying to keep control. Real relationships should lift you up, not tear you down. Emotional abusers often use humor or sarcasm to disguise their insults, but if you always end up feeling worse about yourself after talking to them, it's not just teasing. It's a calculated attempt to control your sense of worth, protect your confidence, because once that's broken, manipulation becomes easier for them. Confidence is your shield against emotional control. When you start believing their words, your mind slowly begins to serve their opinions instead of your truth. Never let someone's insecurity disguise itself as humor at your expense. A person who respects you will never find joy in seeing you doubt yourself. 5. They invade your personal space physically or emotionally. A person who doesn't respect your boundaries, whether they stand too close, touch you without permission, or pry into things you've made clear you don't want to discuss, is showing you who they are. Someone who ignores your limits isn't just inconsiderate. They're testing how much control they can gain over you. Boundaries are not about rejection, they are about self-respect. If someone keeps pushing them, they're showing a lack of empathy and respect for your comfort and safety. And that's a strong sign to walk away. Every time you allow someone to break a small boundary, you silently teach them that it's okay to cross a bigger one. Setting boundaries is not selfish. It's a form of emotional hygiene that protects your peace, your privacy, and your mental health. Those who truly care will always respect your limits. 6. You feel guilty for saying no. Does this person make you feel bad for setting boundaries? Do. They guilt trip you when you don't do what they want. If you constantly feel pressured to say yes to things that make you uncomfortable, that's a sign of manipulation. Someone who truly respects you won't make you feel guilty for making your own choices. Guilt tripping is a powerful emotional weapon used by people who crave control. If you often find yourself doing things just to avoid conflict or disappointment, you're being emotionally manipulated. Learn to say no without explaining. Yourself, your peace of mind matters more than their approval. Emotional manipulators feed on your guilt because it gives them the upper hand in every situation. Remember, your right to say no is a reflection of self-respect, not selfishness. You do not owe anyone an explanation for protecting your comfort and peace. 7. Your emotions feel controlled by them. Do your moods shift based on how they treat you? If their approval makes you feel good but their coldness makes you feel unworthy, they may be using emotional manipulation. A person who makes you feel like you have to earn their kindness is not someone you need in your life. Emotional control like this can trap you in a cycle of seeking validation and losing your identity the moment you realize that your happiness depends on their moods. It's time to step back, because real love and friendship don't demand your emotional submission. They allow you to feel safe and free. Emotional control is one of the most toxic forms of manipulation because it slowly rewires how you view yourself. You start chasing emotional crumbs from people who enjoy keeping you unbalanced. Pay attention to those emotional shifts because they reveal where your peace is being held hostage. 8. You can't be yourself around them if you feel like you have to filter every word, shrink your personality, or change who you are, just to keep the peace. That's a huge red flag. The right people will appreciate you for who you are, not make you feel like you need to change to be accepted. When you start pretending to be someone else to avoid criticism or rejection, it slowly kills your self-esteem and emotional authenticity. The healthiest relationships let you breathe freely, speak honestly, and exist without fear of judgment. Remember, the right people will bring calmness and growth into your life, not anxiety and self-doubt. So trust your instincts and protect your peace, because your emotional safety should always come first. If someone's presence makes you feel smaller, quieter, or invisible, that's not connection, that's control. The people who truly care for you will never demand that you shrink to fit their comfort. Your peace and authenticity are your greatest strengths. Protect them fiercely, because the right people will never make you compromise who you are just to be loved.